Home for the holidays, Vesta Rose. We fixed her project, these two brothers. Now they're both general contractors. They have a contractor's license in their pocket, just like their dad, right? So being a general contractor gives you the ability, see it right here, licensed contractor.
Yeah, we'll have one of those.
Right. So you get the licensed contract. Before you get that, you get your journeyman certificate. This is the journeyman certificate. You understand? So you start off making good money, and you get this master journeyman certificate, which begins your journey. Certified by the state of California, an indentured registered apprentice. You are now a certified journeyman carpenter. You understand me? And this is how you make a living. Because these credentials right now, there are jobs that says 70% of the workers have to be certified as journeymen. The other 10% cannot be journeymen. They can be just unregistered journeymen. And then the 20% have to be registered apprentices. You understand? Okay. So with the registration of an apprenticeship program, that gives you a mandated hiring requirement. Let me show you this here. Teach how to raise walls, frame joists, stack roofs, sheet, build stairs. So this is our lab. We build projects and we tear them down so that you get hands-on in the evening. 2 nights a week you go to school. You get classroom, and then you get construction hands-on, where you learn how to use the saw. The foremen don't have time to teach you how to use a tape measure. Teach you how to cut stairs. So this is our construction lab, and these pockets of materials that we use, green building materials, stuff that's been older, and that's how we do things. So this is our construction lab. Here in our black contractor, American brothers and sisters, black Americans that were there working on it. Yes, sir. We built it from the ground up, and this is some of the churches that we built. This brother here, George Stephen, may rest in peace, was the one that gave us the $1.5 million to raise this, to teach this, to set up this apprenticeship program. Oh, that's out there in Mission Valley. It's just an obelisk building, a building I was standing in front of because it had the pyramid obelisk on it. And so I thought that was cool that they had something like that to resemble what our ancestors did. So as we go through here, you got history about black contractors and builders. This is one of the buildings I built on Washington Street as a master framer. It's the medical building. I built some churches. This is Dr. Betty Shabazz, the widow of Malcolm X. He was the first black chancellor for the San Diego Community College District, who was a good friend and supporter of this organization, who we partnered with to have the educational component, Dr. Constance Carroll. And so these are some of the chapter presidents from out of Milwaukee, Carolinas, California, and Texas. Some of our late pastors, or brothers that were part of the organizations and things like that. So these walls, if the walls could tell you the story, but here's more importantly, to only find out that it was sugar-coated here. So Mr. Spikes, you can see his names on sidewalks. Gabe Spikes, his sons, or Gabe Spikes. He was one of the first black cement masons in the city of San Diego, along with Henry Foster and a few others. And then we have also the Moors, as I talked about, some of the history of the black Moors and the Africans, that basically African Americans like Cornelius Henderson, that built the, worked for the Canadian Bridge Country in the 1911s, and he built the tunnel that's connected Detroit. It was going across through the Detroit River. And then you had Horace King, who built bridges over the Chattahoochee River. He was a slave that got his freedom. Late, great Charles Black. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, no, just read that.
Yeah, and this is where it basically talks about Moors being the chief civilizations of the Europeans, the Greeks. And what's that now?
I learned that they took the Europeans out of the
Dark Ages.
The Dark Ages.
Exactly.
They taught them how to shower, taught them how to do everything, taught them math.
She taught them how to voodoo, how to make voodoo, how to wash and eat with the right hand and use the bathroom with the left hand, cleanliness, you know. Mm-hmm. So it was the African Muslim Moors that basically ruled and taught and brought the Europeans out of the Dark Ages, you know. So we were the fathers of North and South America in terms of our building. Here's a incubation center for the brothers and sisters. I'm out here on the front line fighting. You know, we don't pull no punches. You know, power consists in nothing but power. Truth, speaking truth to power will be ignored. You know, but you got to bring power to power. And this is, again, some of the, can you hit that other light back there, young man, on the wall, straight ahead? Straight ahead, young man. By the door where it says, yeah. As a founding president of the organization, there's a local guy by the name of Mark Forte, who's now the president. This is Christian Fellowship. I built that church, framed it. These are some of the custom homes that I built. St. Paul's United Methodist. I talked about Bayview Baptist. You've probably seen this on the corner of 47th and Market Street. This is the structure I built. I framed that as a framing contractor. One of our first black engineering firm, the late Al Kirchable, who had a lot of black engineers that were running the business, some custom homes that we built. These two brothers, Katz Excavating and Grading, they started out by their father. Now they're one of the largest grading excavating companies in San Diego. Some of my chapter presidents across the country. We had Cooper Gooding Jr. after he won the Academy Award come down to our gala, along with Shaka Khan and Big Red, who played on the Five Heartbeats. You guys might remember him from those movies. And the Delphonics. But we've had millionaires, kings, and queens that come here to do their thing. You might see anybody here as the, who said that? The Temptations. But that's what happens. When you lift him up, you bring all men onto you. Organization and what we've done in terms of this journey. Now I'm telling you that I'm entrusting you with this responsibility. You are here right now. Unbeknownst to you, you are going to be the future leaders of this organization. We can't take it with us. We're passing through. A lot of these brothers have already gone. And so those who lead, those who lead. We had the pre-apprenticeship program through Youth Bill where we trained a lot of people. Tiffany, who became a drywaller, Taper.
Y'all built Petco Park?
We worked on Petco Park. Yes, sir. We had a lot of black contractors like Big Ross. He did all the block masonry at Petco Park. We worked on several projects. We're going to walk through here quietly, but I'm just going to give you a visual aid because they're having another session going over here. But we're going to walk through and walk back out, and I'm going to let you all go about your business. And I want you, and it's a good thing to everybody stay connected. Yes, sir.
You? Oh, yeah.
You got a piece of, is it a piece of paper?
Yeah! Or they could do it on their phones.
You can do it on, okay, we give it to you.
I'm gonna give it, look, you had coffee, dude.
All right, yes, ma'am. So they learn how to build roofs, they know how to build stairs. I'm gonna tell you something. You master roof building and stair building, you can make $800 a day just doing the stairs, like piecework.
What program is this? I do solar panels.
Oh, you do solar panels? Yes. Well, this is it. So this is why a lot of guys learn how to piecework, and a lot of gals learn how to piecework. So you master different phases of the construction trade: wall framing, stacking out, plating, detailing, joisting, sheeting, running fascia. All of this is part of the framing, the box framing system. And then you got structural concrete form setting. So on the other wall to the left over here, we got, while we're waiting on Mrs. English, we got this brother here that he's worked on. He's the one that was the contractor on Petco Park. He asked that question. He's the block mason. He was also immediate past president of the Black Contractors Association. He just left us. I'm not left us, but he just retired, just did his term. The young man that you saw in the room there, that's him at 3 years old. That was Ibn, my son. 12 years old, he had a hammer in his hand. 21, he was framing doing high-rise building. Now he's a general contractor. You understand me? Glenn Harmon was going to be my successor. May he rest in peace, died at 41 years old. The white booker over here, he's a union drywall, metal stud framing union foreman. He started out at 21 years old. We trained him, put him in the trade, and he joined the union, and now he's doing that. He's also becoming a member of this organization, which is Union Carpenters, Drywallers, and Laughters program. I just met this gentleman here yesterday. He came back. Now he's grown, and he's 45 years old. He talked about his opportunities. So in our journey on this wall, if our walls could talk, they'll tell you the story. I used to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, suit them up, boot them up, and get out there and put them on the jobs. And if you show up at 5 o'clock in the morning, if you show up at 5:01, the door's locked. So if you miss the boat, forget about it. If you miss the train ain't turning around for you. Life is not going to turn around for you.
Word.
I was just opposed to a young lady that they used to promote their programs. So you get that journeyman certificate. That's after you finish the apprenticeship program. We also certify in asbestos and abatement. We have a training program that we offer, you know, for youth that are getting into apprenticeship and some of our major contractors. So this is your home. This is your union hall. This is your Black Carpenters United Union Hall. Plus it's also the hall for the Black Contractors. Can we sign that online? Is there a way we can do that? They can do that?
Yeah, I kind of could send it.
Because I got emails too, Mrs. English.
Okay, let me see. I'll send it.
He was on the job how many months? 3 months, and then now another 6 months. Been on about 6 months, making pretty good money.
This is a paid apprentice?
OJT, on the job training. Earn while you learn.
Oh,
All right?
do you do it as a stipend? Is it considered a stipend?
No, it's a wage.
It's a wage.
It's a prevailing wage. You start off at $36 an hour.
Oh, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
No, I'm serious. You doing solar? You doing solar?
I do solar, I have my own business, caregiving.
Okay, well we're gonna get you lined up and signed up. Yeah, we're gonna be a check up from the neck up and make sure you're ready.
I hope they got some muscle, because they don't even know what they about to be dealing with.
All right, well listen, I hear you talking. All right, Jim Brown has come around. We had Jim Brown here. We've had Cuba Gooding Jr. We had Murray Lee Evers. We've had Jesse Jackson.
Sharp.
You know, they said lift him up, he draw him in onto you. So that's what an Entrepreneur Institute, what you seen right there. Apprenticeship program, labor boot camp, dirt, dirty, pick and shovel, wheelbarrow carrying. I don't want to do this, but maybe I want to get off into the trades, kind of a thing. Then we got, I got you. And then we got the BCC, Building Contractors Consortium, which is also another project that we do. And then we have a BCA CDC. So this is kind of giving you the blueprint on how to run a nonprofit successfully and sustain it. So you got the books. Hey, Reg, we're gonna get a group shot.
Got you, brother.
At it's from 11 to about 1-ish. You know, there's gonna be food and everything else. There's some people that are gonna come here that you need to meet, and I want to bring you guys together with them, and I want to talk to some of my contractors and my developers, and like put these people to work. Cause I don't mind stepping to them. I ain't got nothing. I'm not for hire. They don't own me. You know. And the point is that there's an opportunity. You're gonna get in when you fit in, but when you do, you gotta realize you gotta bring somebody with you, and that's by showing up and showing out. What you don't know in skill, you gotta make up and hustle. All right, safety first. Wear your PPE. Don't be walking around with your glasses on your safety glasses on your head talking about it's fogging up. They got defog glasses. You know, your life. You go on a job, you got 2 pairs of eyes and 5 fingers, all your limbs. That's where you want to go home every day. It ain't worth it. That little $40, that little $400 you made that day cost you a finger. You'll hate the trade that you ever got in. You feel me?
Word.
All right, I'm Brother Hamid. I'm here to pass it on to you.
Thank you.
Right on, brothers.
You guys want me to make a group text off of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.